Ain't no hat stepping with Marcus J live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all everybody for keeping with us tonight. We appreciate those folks that are listening to us on TuneIn. We appreciate those folks that are listening to us right now on Streamer, as well as those folks who are kicking it with us on our replays on YouTube, as well as on iTunes. Y'all rocking? We rolling. Big Rube, keep it moving, man. More round table. What you got? Boy, you always got to make it weird. Like, what the hell was that?
Do it again, Rube.
We about to talk about the dude with the bionic penis show.
Oh man, but the boy
let's talk about him.
thing all loud, man.
I ain't go choing yoing because that would be racist. So we got a 43-year-old dude whose penis got a little messed up in a accident, in which let me express what happened to him. When he was 6, he was pushed into the road and fell under a moving car, which dragged him 600 feet, resulting in serious injuries, including to his genitals. He was fitted with a bionic replacement in 2012, but has only been fully functional since 2015. And when the surgeons performed a special operation, which apparently will allow him to have intercourse. And then it goes on to explain the fluid from his stomach, let him maintain stuff that I don't really care about talking about because it's kind of disgusting.
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
Yo, man, he got his bionic PP working, and he about to go on a date with his 35-year-old chick, you know. And then I guess after the fact, you might get lucky. So, Mr. 3375, how would you feel if you didn't have sex forever, and now you about to hopefully get it in with a 8-year-old young lady? What is the potential that she gets pregnant?
Well, I think first he was 6, so he ain't never had it in the first place. Now, if it would have happened to him after he had sex, it would be a different story. But by me having sex, and if it she probably be pregnant. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, let's get some female love up in here. What y'all think?
If she produce an egg, she's going to get pregnant.
It was dismissed. So that's why. Would you say you would be pregnant after this?
So even if he,
if you were a 35-year-old young woman, would you automatically be pregnant? You think you had no chance?
if I was okay,
First of all, I guess the question is, would you give it up? And second of all, if you would you allow him to impregnate you?
I'm 35 years old.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, let me explain who you are. You're a 35-year-old
Mm-hmm.
campaigner for sexual freedom and a dominatrix. She's not even going to charge him.
I'm not going to allow him to get me pregnant. But now, do I know that this penis has some alterations?
Oh, she knows all about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What is it, more like pity?
No, it's not like pity. I want to see how it works. It's bionic, man.
All right. Just a couple side notes. He had to leave it erect for 2 weeks straight for the healing process. Yo, he had to walk around for 2 weeks with a
He stayed
with a
home
hard
with
on.
that jammy.
I mean, probably. And you know what? This guy ain't all, pretty. It's not pretty, but he ain't all like positive. Because, he was married for 2 years, over 2 years. And then told his wife, he didn't tell his wife
It's
that he
probably
didn't have a
gonna be
penis.
Now, after the healing process, now it works like a regular penis, right? So it's probably going to be over anyway really quick.
Yeah, but how's this dude married? Didn't tell his wife he didn't have a penis until he never had sex with her until the wedding night. He kept it on the low until it was time to
You
consummate.
little stinker.
And then she was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "I ain't got no penis."
Yeah, irreconcilable differences.
She stayed with him 2 years though. So 43-year-old hadn't lost his virginity. Marcus J, if you was this dude, you 43 and you still a virgin, I mean, how is this going to affect your life?
Well, I mean, like Jay said, you don't know what you're missing. As a grown person, I mean, regardless of how old he is, I mean, once you become of age, once you hit maturity, when you start having sexual urges, you're going to have them. And so in this guy's case, I mean, he's likely been having them for the better part of the last 20, 25 years.
And couldn't do nothing
And couldn't
about
do
it.
anything about it. But because he knew that he could see, I think the piece that we're missing, like we're having fun with it, and it's all good to have fun with it, but you got to consider the reality of the truth of the matter is, which if you don't have the tools to do certain things, then you don't know what you're missing. And so he just probably didn't know what he's missing, but he is probably missing the feminine touch. And I think many of us, as men understand what that feels like. He missed the feminine touch. He knew that he was supposed to be feeling the feminine touch, and not necessarily sexually, but the feminine touch. So when it got to the point where it was supposed to go down, that's probably when he was anticipating, but he couldn't miss it because he didn't know what he was missing.
I mean, he's 43. Oh yeah, he's just ready to go.
Yeah, but I think that we overstate that because we're thinking in the mindset of people who have had sex and we know what sex is all about. And as men, I mean, I don't want to speak for the brothers, but I can assume that y'all got the equipment. You know what I mean? That you can get it in. So we can't relate to not like this dude. Hakeem just mentioned that the first time it was done, it was a soldier who found himself on the wrong side of an IED. So there's precedent for this. But that particular guy, I can't speak for the guy because I don't know the story. I just got that from Hawk. But that guy probably did it before. This guy that we're talking about, Rube, he lost his joint when he was a kid. And so,
So it was he. When was he fixed?
they've been working on it regular for the last few years.
2012.
He didn't get a bionic replacement to 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
So I don't know how it's been working.
Like
from
how
seven
has
to
he's
then.
been peeing and like not to be crass, but
He
we're gonna
probably
talk
had
about it.
he
We're gonna talk
probably
about it.
had a hole.
And
But-
what happens when you kind of like feel a certain way? Because kids growing up.
Well,
they
see,
kinda
I
feel
wonder
a
about
certain
that,
way.
you know?
Well,
see,
he
now I
probably.
wonder
I don't
about
think
that.
he has genitals. I don't think he has any balls.
Yeah.
So
I
he
don't think
probably
so.
he doesn't probably feel that way because he
And-
doesn't have the equipment.
And that's what I was thinking. Because, see,
Yeah.
like, we were talking about this in the break before we went live. Like, we talk about Bionic, and we get caught up in the $6 million man and think that he's going to be, this master lover. But Bionic basically means that you have an artificial body part. It doesn't mean that it's super strong or any
So
stronger than the natural body part. It just means that where he did not have a penis, now he does.
Right.
Well, what about his testicles now?
Well, we don't know. Rube, do you see anything in the article that
It doesn't
alludes
say
to
anything
anything?
about his testicles.
Yeah, and so I mean, it just means, and I also don't know, like $6 million man, like could Steve Austin feel the arm?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, could he feel the? I mean, we
I
knew
feel
he could
really
run
bad for
fast
him.
and he was stronger, but
Right.
did he have physical sensation? Like, if you plucked him on the arm, would it hurt?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so if this guy, because he has this artificial, we'll say artificial, we could say bionic, we'll say artificial, he has an artificial penis, does he have the kind of physical sensations with it? Does it feel good when it's touched? Or is it just something that he can pump up so that he can physically perform? Those are the questions that I don't care if he feels good. Like, seriously, I really don't care. I don't care about another dude feeling good. I'm curious scientifically.
Oh, I'm just feeling bad for him now.
No, that's messed up. But, I mean, it's messed up. How bad you feel? You trying to be that one?
Shoot.
You feel that bad?
No, I really feel bad for him. No, I'm not kidding.
Neither am I. Like, you trying to try
Because
it
what
out?
if something happens, it doesn't work right, and
She
then
just
something
skip right over
happens?
that. I asked an honest
know,
question.
right?
Yeah.
I'm ignoring you. I heard it.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, why you?
I think it's a fair
Yeah,
question.
it's a very fair question.
I feel bad for him, y'all.
Yeah. So if you ran
I
up
mean,
on
you should holler at
if
him.
you ran up on a dude in
No,
2016,
because I might cry
yeah,
if I see him.
Why would you cry?
to cut the lights out.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm gonna be
Turn off
feeling
the
for
lights.
him.
Maybe it
I'm
feels.
looking for the twins.
women.
Now you might be. Now if it glows, that's a completely different situation.
Oh fuck, I'm running. No, I'm gonna be feeling for the twins and all of that stuff. Come on. If the little fellas aren't there, I'm just gonna be like, "What?" Hold up.
I was
All
thinking
right.
if it was something
So-
I remember.
We're done with that one.
Oh, Tutu.
We'll go back to school for a little bit because I saw this article last week and I couldn't wait. So, basically, we talked earlier about the 20-year-old dude having sex with the 14-year-old dude. But is it wrong
He should
for?
lose his.
But is it wrong for two teachers to be having sex in school?
In the school?
You said two teachers?
Two teachers?
In the
I don't
school?
think so.
Two female teachers
In the school.
in the school?
I think in the school, yes, that's absolutely out of line.
If they not in front of nobody.
It's not the
somewhere
place.
that you
You're
can
at your place
It's
of
not the place.
business. That is
It's
not the
definitely
place
Mm-mm.
to be doing that.
Mm-mm. Not as
Yeah,
teachers.
shut her mic off.
Yeah.
No.
Not as teachers. That's this. Yeah.
No,
They
that's
both
that's
should be
not cool.
fired.
They should be
All
fired.
right. Well,
Mhm.
here we go.
Oh Lord, don't tell me one was a principal.
Nah. Well, in Manhattan, in the Manhattan school district, two teachers, 134, 138, felt that they got caught doing some sort of, I guess there was a concert or something going on downstairs. So they went upstairs and went to a classroom and started doing the do, and got caught by a janitor. And of course, janitor ran to the assistant principal. Oh my God, they're having sex in the class. Blah blah.
My
So-
eyes, my eyes.
So in 2009, it was in Brooklyn's James Madison High School.
Get out.
They were dismissed for engaging in a topless classroom tryst, and they got fired.
Okay. Look at Marcus.
You said topless?
I did.
Just make sure.
So, basically said that the penalty of termination was shockingly disproportionate, which is right. There were no kids in there. It was just them up there, and I guess the janitor wanted it, and they said no.
School is off limits.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not the place.
Any kid could have walked in there.
Yeah, that's not
Well,
the place.
they were all 4 floors downstairs in the concert.
Yeah, but you
It
don't
was
know
at
what could
nighttime.
have happened.
It
You
was
don't
like
know.
at 9:30 at
I
night.
tell you, when I
You
was
know
in
what
high
could
school,
happen.
I never stayed in one spot. I don't care if it
Nope.
was a concert there, a football game going on, anything.
That means you owned the place where you're supposed to be.
But that's kids.
Well,
Yep.
How many times you was in this place?
I was
That you
always
was-
where I was supposed to be.
Exactly.
Because I believed in living.
Are we seriously having this conversation? Like, are we seriously
Um,
gonna? Are
hold
we
on.
seriously going to have any justification for this? Like,
There's no justification.
Well, I'm not done yet.
I
So-
mean, do you need to be?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, what happened is, they fired him. And basically the judge was like, yo, no kids came in. You can't fire people for having sex in a building.
why not? It's
Yo,
a
that's
school.
crazy.
The only people who need to be having sex in school is students.
Exactly.
Oh,
There you go.
exactly.
Yeah,
And then somebody was like, couldn't they wait till they got home?
yeah.
yes, they could have.
And,
And when the students get caught, they get expelled.
Yep.
But
Yep.
you can almost accept it because they students and they stupid.
Yep.
yeah, but these were adults.
Exactly.
Grown
That's why they
adults.
need to be fired.
And that's why they
And it
asses
happened
need to
during,
go.
it happened after school, after hours.
Whatever, man.
Attending
I
a
don't need to
music
hear no
competition.
more.
In
Hold
their
on.
place
Was
of
this high school?
business.
Did
Yeah,
you say
high
high
school.
school?
High
Okay.
school.
In their place of business.
Yeah.
Out of line.
Everybody that's listening right now, including the folks in the room, just think about where you work. Forget the school. Just think about where you work. Just think about where you work. And you think about the most quiet, secluded area of your job. And then you think about taking somebody, male, female, whatever it is you like, and you try to go there and get it in late at night. Do you think that it's cool that you do that? Like, everybody likes a little thrill. Well, not everybody. Some of y'all are whack. But everybody likes a little thrill.
Yeah, some
Most
of them are
people.
whack.
Most
Yeah.
people
I like a
like a little
lot of
thrill. You know, if you don't like a little thrill, then cut the radio
Yeah.
off for a minute.
But I mean,
But you don't get to have that thrill at work. It's a school because that's the story. But the reality is, we talking about getting it in at work. Where you
that-
work?
But that's the thrill, getting it in at work.
Yeah, they say you don't shit
Yeah,
where
but
you
that's
eat.
a school. though, man.
Nah, see, that's completely different, though.
No, it ain't.
That is different.
No, it's not.
That terminology is different.
No, it's not.
It is.
You shitting where you eat.
No, well, if you try
Obviously, these two
Hold on,
people
hold on,
did
hold on.
because
That's-
they ain't got no job
that's
no more.
only if you playing multiple fields around
Nah.
multiple players around the field.
No. Because you can apply that analogy any way you choose.
And it
to.
wasn't her boss.
Doesn't,
So
no.
she didn't go up
no,
levels.
No, it doesn't
It's
matter.
out of-
See, you
it's out
applying
of
that you
line.
applying that analogy the way you are used to
Exactly.
hearing it. But
The
the
way
way
I'm using it.
the way I presented it to you is different than when you used to hear it. It doesn't make it inappropriate. The truth of the
I didn't
matter,
say it wasn't inappropriate.
Well, you disagree with it, and the truth of the matter
Yeah, I
is,
disagree
if
with
this
it.
is where you work, then why you going to jeopardize your job? You had to know that's the whole point of it. Being a thrill or whatever it was you was doing. You knew that you shouldn't have been at work trying to get it in. Like, for real?
I mean, apparently they got bored with the little symphony thing going down there, and they decided to get it in. And I guess they didn't go up enough floors.
Well, if that's the case, they should have just got in their car and went somewhere else.
Well, you can't leave the school because they're teachers.
They should have waited.
Hakeem said that it's classic. He don't think he ever heard anything better on the show. only people who should be having sex in school is students. He's referring to. He was about to get a drink. He's glad he did. You know, and of course I said that with my tongue placed firmly in my cheek. Firmly in my cheek. But yeah, I mean, you would expect that. You wouldn't expect the teacher to be getting it in school. But Hakeem, I'm sorry, I did. You know, like I said, hopefully somebody didn't cut it off, and that's all they heard. Because I did come back and try to clean that up.
Furthermore, because I did some more digging in the story because I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
So what happened was they fired them. They won their jobs back. But then, yeah, they won their jobs back because you just can't fire some. You can't fire somebody
want
about
their
sex.
jobs back?
You just can't.
Oh, my stuff.
First of all, for those of you, I mean, it's not, number one, it's a state job, so you just can't be firing people on state jobs. That's just real. I mean, I work for the state. You just can't be firing people like that. It don't work that way. Now, had the principal gone the proper way?
Let you say the wrong thing on Legacy and that radio and watch your ass don't have a job tomorrow.
Probably. That's why I don't say the wrong thing.
Exactly. So don't do that.
I ain't crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I'm saying is the principal went in there, you're done. Terminate. Boom. She ain't had that power. Because she may be their supervisor, but she doesn't have the ability to fire them
And that would be the
herself.
superintendent, right?
No, it was
Who can fire them? The superintendent?
I don't know. It all depends. It's different in different locations. And you need to call in 804-402-2893. Get up in on this. Or for what else I got coming up, because what I got coming up in a few is beautiful. But what happened was they got their jobs back. However, they placed them completely different schools, and they placed them at the bottom. The only problem with that is they had seniority. Because as a teacher, if you teach for 3 years, then you get what's the term called? Basic
tenure.
You get tenure. Mm-hmm. So they just, once again, you have tenure. They just can't be like, peace out. It don't work that way. So now they're going back to court because now they try to fight for their tenure. Because with their tenure gets their raises. Now it's becoming about money. So I'll keep you abreast of the situation.
But I'm saying, you at school, mostly all the students know because I'm pretty sure everybody.
Well, then they moved them. Yeah,
so
they
then you
moved
got
them
the
from school.
students
Now they're
looking
gonna have
at
sex with the next
you. got the
teacher.
students looking at you.
But they didn't have sex with the student. That's the whole point.
That's
the whole point. Had they had sex with the student, completely different. They had sex with a peer. If men and women peers can have sex,
I think where we are clashing and where we're having a difficult time kind of coming to a consensus is that whole law and order thing. That's kind of like my thing. Like, we have laws that are nonsense. And then when there's a situation where we've got some common sense that we need to apply, some sort of structure to, you can get away with it. Like, like something like this, like you should know that you shouldn't be having sex in a school.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's not illegal to do it. And so legally, there's no issue, which is probably the reason why they got their jobs back.
Yeah, because she went and just turned them, and she can't. She probably doesn't have the power to do that, number one. And apparently now there's a personal issue going on because of all this, but that's beside the point. But yeah, as stuff happen, I'll let you know because I'm going to follow this story. One of the few.
Yeah, I'm going to follow it too.
Next one. I'm going to just put this right here. Fight breaks out at New Jersey anti-violence demonstration.
Why is everything up north?
Must have been in Carteret.
It's one of those days. Y'all hear me? Fight breaks out at New Jersey anti-violence demonstration.
Anti-violence. The fight.
Why we got to mention this in New Jersey?
Because
what does that have to do? What does that have to do with it? The story.
Oh, I'm about to tell you about that.
Please do, and get to it.
Don't rush me.
Hurry up.
An anti-violence demonstration in Newark, New Jersey. Everybody know where that at. Devolved into a physical altercation between the two activists. A small crowd began arguing on the steps of the New York City Hall on Wednesday. December 31st, about the season tips to curb violence. The demonstration was organized by two anti-violence groups. They want to urge Mayor Ras Baraka
Ras Baraka's the mayor. Yeah.
to put his quality of life plan into action to help address violence in the city.
They don't like Ras Baraka. I'm sure that's probably part of it.
That's it.
I'm sure that's part of it.
A group of Baraka supporters appeared and an argument ensued. At one point, one man put his hands around another's neck and pushed him into the ground. Organizers and other participants said the skirmish lasted only a few minutes and there were no serious injuries. Baraka said the scuffle was being investigated by Newark police and called it disheartening. Come on, man. You got violence at the anti-violence joint, man? Really?
I can dig it.
You choking somebody?
If there's any place, I gave you a hard time because it was, New Jersey, but I'll be honest with you. If there's any place that I would not be surprised, it's Newark, New Jersey. Absolutely, I would not be surprised because I know, it's my hood. I'm from there. And I know that, Ras Baraka is
right.
not.
That's my hood.
You from Pennsylvania, girl. Stop trying.
He's from Pennsylvania. Ras Baraka, while he is in fact the mayor, he's a polarizing figure there. And so, if there was some of his supporters, he used to be a high school principal. I mean, he's from Newark, man. He came up there. So, but let's cut the crap. I was about to go through this. No, cut the crap. Y'all fighting at an anti-violence thing, regardless of how you feel about the mayor, like for real.
Yo, somebody choked somebody out, man. That's what I'm saying.
I don't even.
That
know.
is violence to the T.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I got nothing.
Can't protect your people.
It's not even about my people because, my people are in Richmond, my people in Denver, my people are in Iowa. I mean, wherever it is black people, those are my people. Yeah, so I don't, I can't really say.
Are you surprised?
Unfortunately, I'm not. Not because it's Newark, but because it's just people, who a lot of times will allow themselves. I give you a perfect example. Anybody that knows me knows not only am I from Jersey City, New Jersey, but I also am a graduate of St. Anthony High School in Jersey City, New Jersey. Also a graduate of St. Anthony High School in Jersey City, New Jersey is Bobby Hurley. Bobby Hurley is the head coach of Arizona State basketball team.
He wild out last night.
And if you saw him yesterday on the sideline completely go out of character, he literally lost his mind. Where he snapped, he's cussing, he embarrassed himself, he embarrassed his family, he embarrassed his team the way he performed. He snapped. My point is, he snapped. Anybody is capable of snapping. I know people personally who have snapped. I have snapped. You can snap.
Yeah.
And so, it's very likely that these people who had this anti-violence demonstration, they know why they was there. They know that they was there to protest the violence in the city. Like Newark, they be wilding out, man. I remember as a kid, my father used to tell me, don't go to Newark. People who ain't from there, they say Newark. We say Newark. Don't go to Newark. You know what I mean? Like, don't go to Newark. So I grew up knowing, don't go to Newark. We talking 25 years. I'm 41 years old. I've been my whole life, don't go to Newark. This ain't new.
All right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised by that happening there or anywhere else. I'm saddened by it. I take a little bit of responsibility, even though I don't deserve to do that and I shouldn't do that, but because it is my hood and I love my hood and I love my town and I love my home state, and so you gave me the look like, what's up with your people?
Me too.
Like, that's just kind of, like your team is the Giants or your team is the Redskins, your team is Dallas. If your team sucks, you got to answer for that.
Yeah.
So I got to answer for Jersey, even though I ain't responsible for it. It's the same thing. So yeah, I don't want to tell you, I got nothing.
It's 3375. What do you think?
I'm lost for words.
He got
man.
nothing either.
I'm just sitting here.
Hakeem, what you got,
I'm
man?
gonna
I know
go with
you
Rosa.
listening. What you got?
Rosa says people are lacking the art of communication. I mean,
Well, they did communicate with their hands.
it's just uncalled for. Like, especially at that rally.
The greatest thing ever.
It's
That's why.
That's why.
I mean, you'll want to be people. You can't be anti-violent.
In the state that you lived in, but not the state that you from.
Yeah.
The state that I will not say is the best state. Yeah.
One of the many states that you've lived in.
briefly. I rolled through there like, yo, what's up?
Girl, please. When I met you, you was from Jersey.
Yeah, I know,
Here.
right? Then she from Pennsylvania.
No, I never said I was not from Pennsylvania, and I never said that I was born in New Jersey.
Nah, you didn't. But you said you was from there.
Yeah, like you were born there.
I was here by New Jersey. I don't know why you all keep,
Whatever,
having an
man.
issue.
I don't even want to talk to her about this no more. What's
So
your
then
comment
just
on
just
this?
stop then. Just
Just get to your point,
just
man.
shut your mouth.
Hurry up. We ain't got all life.
But anyway, that's typical of Newark. That's really all I gotta say. It's typical of Marcus's state.
Clearly, she ain't from here because she said Newark. No one from there says Newark.
It is Newark.
All right.
I bet you Rosa don't say Newark. Rosa would say Newark. That's how we say it when
Now
we're
that's
from
how y'all
Jersey.
say it down here. It's Newark.
Oh, good.
Just like y'all say it's the Pow height when it's the Po white.
Who says the power height?
Or pop. Yeah.
Just her.
They say
Yeah, you
No,
don't
that's
want
what
to
I
say
heard.
that.
I got
They
corrected
say
when
it
I
on the
first
radio.
when
They
I
say
first
that
moved down
some
here.
of the radio
yeah.
stations say it. Yeah.
Because they not from here.
Hakeem says that first of all he was making some tea, so he was sipping. He was sipping some tea.
Grandpa.
Like, I could totally picture him with the Kermit posture. I could totally
Did you have your pinky out?
I could totally picture him. He said he read the story yesterday, and he was like, only in Newark, embarrassing. Just like I said, only in Newark.
Yeah,
and
Rosa said
whatnot.
Brick
But,
City.
Brick City,
Brick
yeah.
City, yeah.
Brick City.
All right.
Newark,
Two more.
not Newark.
Two more.
I heard him the first time.
You know,
He think he's
my
so
first thing is
smart.
going to be, if you ain't trying to wife baby mama, don't have babies. I'm just going to put it out there like that and
I
take
agree.
it for what you will. So Future has decided he is
Sick of
now ready to
Sick of
speak out on his sharing custody with Sierra. Is the kid's name Future too?
Sierra?
What the hell?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
kid
what
named
she had the
Future.
name of? Didn't she marry him?
No.
I thought they were married.
They were engaged. And then she woke up and realized this was the stupidest thing I would ever do in my life. So, first of all, this
Not
is
a
even
baby,
dumber
no daddy.
that she allowed him to name the baby Future. Yeah, we'll get into that.
This is terrible.
So, Future's upset. He ain't getting the correct access to his son, baby Future. That just sounds so weird.
They named the baby Future.
Don't get me started with that. So he started tweeting out because that's what all stupid
Mhm.
ass people do.
Yeah. That's why he can't get access to his kid.
And the first one is
Mhm.
this B got control problems.
That's why he can't get access to his kids.
I gotta go through the lawyers to see baby Future, the effery for $15K a month. I just want baby Future. That's all. And I will have to say he says baby Future as one word, which is once again the dumbest thing ever. I've been silent for a year and a half. I ran out of patience. Get ready for this classic. I'm the real deal. No fake flogging for cameras. And that's just
Okay,
stuff.
really? Yeah.
He got an album about to come out.
Wait, the
Yeah.
child is a year and a half?
Yeah. Like
What the
surprisingly, she has sex with that dude.
I don't know the whole ins and outs.
Well, they broke up after the baby was born,
Yeah.
and it's not good. And now Future doesn't like her current boyfriend,
Yeah,
Russell
that's the
Wilson.
whole problem.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
issue.
So of course you're not gonna like the daddy, the dude who spent time with your kid. That's what I hear anyway. And nobody knows what the custody deal's about. Yo, real talk. Why does everybody got to put their personal crap out on Twitter
Thank
and
you.
social media? I'm over it.
Thank you. Because really, y'all, I don't care.
My only question is, with this whole scenario, is he seeing his other kids? Because he has more kids.
Who cares? I could care. The fact that he has more kids, and the fact that he's wrapped up about one, I really don't care.
Are those other baby mamas famous? Maybe they're just doing whatever he says. But this one here,
and they probably getting like $200 a month.
yeah, he probably don't want to pay anything. She got her own money. If she want to be boss, she got her own money.
But the
Let her
question
go
is,
ahead.
Marcus, I want Marcus to interject here. $15K, really?
But
$15K a month.
$15K for somebody that's probably making more than he is.
First of all,
Yeah.
Hey.
that whole $15K can't be going to that kid. And if it is, that kid's getting the super silver, the gold spoon effect, maybe plat. Marcus, $15K a month, really?
Well, I mean, you know, when you're looking at child support, you got to figure out how much money that you have.
7%.
You know what I mean? It's about percentages. It's not about, you know, 15K. It's like, oh my God, like 15K to broke people sound like a whole lot of money. But when you ain't broke and you got a whole lot of money, 15K ain't that much. You know what I mean? And so it'll hurt. But it'll hurt like somebody that makes, you know, less money paying $400, $500, $600 a month.
Man, 15K is 15K.
I got you on that. But if you got 15 million, you got to pay 15K. You more mad because you don't like her than you mad that you got to pay.
That you got to pay. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference. Like, I don't know what Future's thing is. I don't even know who Future is. Like, I mean,
Yeah, me either.
is his twin brother passed and his other? I don't freaking know. Like,
They were tripping.
I said that on
Future.
corny. To be, I don't pay attention to these people. I don't know who Future
But I guess
is.
the question is, why
No
do people
idea.
put their personal crap like this
You know why?
on social media?
Because what I found is that the more you are talking, like any publicity is good publicity. And some people really, really subscribe to that mentality.
Yeah.
And so if that's how you feel, then you would rather people be talking about you, whether it's positive or negative, because they talking. And the next thing you know, they'll say, Marcus J is a dumbass. I can't stand him. Let me see what his dumbass talking about this week on Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J. They tuning in because they want to hear what he's going to say. That's what it is. So that's why you put it
Yeah,
out.
but watch
Say he
what
got
he
an
say.
album. He got an album about to come out. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, and you know that you highlight the nonsense because the unfortunate reality is that today in 2016 people feed off of nonsense. Like people want to hear your drama. They there's more people that care about Lamar Odom being found in a crack house than people in commencement graduating from schools and things like that. Like they want to hear about you in your worst possible moment. Nobody cares about you doing well. They don't want to hear that.
You know, he better just be quiet,
And
deal
that
with
was
it,
that's
fix the
just-
situation, because it's 15,000 now that you have an infant. You have a toddler. Well, what is he? A year and a half. You have a toddler now. So shut your mouth, because as soon as this kid starts going to school, your 15,000 is going to increase.
But at the same time, I don't think it's people's like, oh, because Sierra found another guy, blase, blase. I think if Sierra found a regular guy like me,
He wouldn't care.
he wouldn't care. It's because it's Russell Wilson. Another figure that's out there that's making money
Taking care of your baby.
and taking care of your baby. And then Russell gonna throw out.
You gonna be like, Daddy.
Russell is throwing out, I don't want to have sex with you until we get married.
Yeah, what kind of crazy shit is that?
What I'm saying? Don't
Russell
stuff
acting like
out
a man?
that.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep my opinions to that myself.
We talking about Sierra.
I mean, who you know?
This is Sierra, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
I mean, I don't be knowing.
Nah, I've been on ski about 3-4 babies.
See, there you
I'm
go.
sorry.
There you go. You trying to populate the
Ew.
world.
I read this. I read
Next
this.
thing you know,
tweet.
you be paying $35K a month.
Let me tell you something.
Oh no, it was just a joke. I was just saying. I read a tweet earlier where they was like, Future friends said dirty diapers or dirty Sprite, so that's why he's over there.
What does that mean?
It just came to dirty diapers. You gonna choose your baby or you gonna choose getting smacked every day? Dirty Sprite is like lean,
Oh,
Like,
all right.
drugs, alcohol. So it's like the baby or.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to increase, so you might as well shut up and deal with the 15. Because baby getting older, baby going to need more. Clothes are going to be more expensive. School, you're going to pay for school now. So just shut up and.
Why you can't go to public school?
Most of
Well,
them
maybe he will go to public
But
school.
yeah.
That's all.
don't. Probably won't. Probably won't.
So,
Not with her entertainment
last
anyway.
one.
Yeah.
Last one today. It's been a long time since me and Chris Brown went round and round. But today I feel like Chris ain't in the wrong this time. If you haven't heard, Chris Brown has been a suspect in a Las Vegas hotel assault. Basically, this 26-year-old woman, because I'm not going to say her name, because one, I can't say it, and two, she didn't pay me to say it. He punched her in the face at a
Oh.
private party. That's what she said. And of course, from a press release from the Las Vegas Police Department, quote, the victim alleged to have been battered by Brown, who at the same time took her cell phone. A verbal altercation took place as the victim was escorted out of the room by private security into the hallway. She is a Brazilian model, escorted off hotel property because of disturbance. Detectives could not reach Brown. Then he left the hotel, of course, because he's like, I ain't done nothing.
I think she just want money.
Brown's rep, however, confirms the victim's name, and she was escorted out of the party. She had a, quote, total meltdown in the hallway with people trying to get into the soiree. Witness her, quote, throwing her purse to the ground and claiming she could buy everyone in the hotel, unquote. She claimed she had her phone possession inside the after party, was able to take a photo, caused an interaction. Altercation with Chris Brown is a complete fabrication. That's what Brown's rep says. Blase, blase. Now, of course, you know, there's a secondary story to this. Apparently, this chick has a background. Because at first you think, oh, man, Chris Brown punched some other chick. Great day. But I want to do my due diligence for you. And this woman, you know, apparently she had issues with Jason Derulo.
Why do I know that name?
Jason Derulo. Yeah, never mind. You're terrible.
Okay.
But, you know, apparently she accused Jason of trying to make her friends do awful things during an after party that she was not invited to.
You mean she didn't buy her way into the party?
TMZ cameras caught her getting left behind after a club appearance in Hollywood as Jason and his entourage lured her friends onto his party bus. She wasn't allowed to get on. She later claimed that Jason exposed her girls to something really terrible, but wouldn't go into specifics.
You know, you need to stop being a hater, young lady.
She only wanted to talk about the incident where Chris allegedly punched her in the face. Also, the situation was that in the party, phones were not allowed. Chris Brown's party phones not allowed, of course. You know, you can't take pictures of what's going on up in there. So she snuck her phone in and started taking pictures, and that's when they escorted her out. So, Mr. 3375.
I think
Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna have to side with Chris on this. This is clearly an issue.
Yeah.
She trying to set him up.
Yeah.
Why go throughout these lengths to get? I mean, really?
That's how
For
people
the
get
love
wanted.
of
That's how
money.
people get famous, man. That's how they get famous. That's how people write books.
Yeah,
You know what
Superhead
I'm
did
saying?
that.
Like, and Chris know better. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get into a situation, especially now since he's got a daughter. He's not going to get into a situation where it's going to take him away from his kid. It's not going to happen. So it just, she was dead wrong, and whatever she get is what she get.
I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning. That's where I first heard about this. And of course, you know, DJ Envy was like, apparently, you know, because I guess I never saw a picture of her, so I don't know what she looks like. But there are claims that she's ugly. So
That's why she couldn't get on the bus.
yeah, that's exactly. But I mean, you know, SY, is this something that's gonna follow Chris Brown or what's up? I mean,
you always get your little tag along who might want to say, oh, well, he did it before, he'll do it again, so let me go ahead and make up that story just to try. She's mad. She's looking for money. She's mad. And, you know, if she can buy everybody in the hotel or at that party, then she can go and help herself out, fix what might be wrong. If it can't be fixed, then she's going to have to learn how to become one and leave everybody else alone.
Yeah,
She's hating.
It's not going to hold up.
She's
More money,
hating.
more problems.
no money, more problems.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, shame on her. Shame on her. But you'll get your little straggler that'll have something to save. I mean, I think for the most part he's been behaving, right?
It's everywhere that he's
Yeah,
been
man.
behaving.
He's been
Ever since-
behaving.
Yeah, I
ever
mean-
since he had his kid, man,
I really haven't
Yeah.
talked about this
Straight
dude in
and
almost
narrow.
a year.
Yeah,
I
I
feel pretty
mean,
good about
she's
that.
Straight
just-
and narrow,
He's been
man.
chilling.
I mean, sometimes kids do that to you, you know.
Well, he
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be having house parties, hotel parties, but that's
I
beside the
mean,
point.
he's still Chris Brown. I mean, he's still famous. He gonna have them parties. I mean, but you can't. I mean, you just can't stop living.
Nope, you can't.
I mean,
no.
you can have a party without getting in trouble.
Yeah, you know, shame on her, but she'll be all right. She'll get over it because, like you said, it's not gonna fly.
Cool. Marcus J, got any words?
Can't smack a chick, no matter if she did something stupid.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
He hit her?
Well, that's what she
Yeah,
said.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I saw a picture of her. Her eye looked shiny, but whether he did it or not, who knows when the picture was taken. I mean,
Right.
we have to apply the word alleged here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She ain't no angel because she went to a private party where she knew she wasn't supposed to have a camera and she brought a camera. But if the story that I've heard is accurate,
right.
and I don't know that it is, but if it is,
Yeah.
then he's in the wrong. Even if she brought a camera in and she snapped a picture, you don't get to respond to that by punching her in the face.
Right.
And so, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter how bad of a person she was, how wrong she was, how much of a gold digger she may be. All of those things aside, it's a chick.
Yeah.
You don't get to
I'm with
hit.
you on that.
You don't get to hit a chick.
Well, one thing with that is, first, it's a woman. 2, you're on probation. So you're in a lose-lose situation. So if
1, you on probation. Then 2, it's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So if he did that, I would have just stepped back. Somebody would have did it anyway. It wouldn't have been me.
I mean, yeah. And apparently nobody's corroborating her story.
Yeah.
She
Which,
just got mad because she got kicked out of the party.
yeah. And if your friends ain't gonna back you,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you already messed up.
They was like, girl, we
She
get on
hit
the
her with
bus
a
without
second
you.
Yeah.
Then you need to find new friends or stop doing stuff.
When you said she hit herself with a sack of oranges.
Maybe she did.
I mean,
I saw
you know.
that in a movie. What
Yeah,
movie?
that's where I got it from. I mean, why not?
What movie was that?
Was it an orange? Thin line?
Oh gosh, I can't stand Lil Whitfield, man. She weirds me out.
She's
so
scary
bad.
looking.
No, she
Fatal
scares
Attraction
you.
did
She
that
scares
too,
the
right?
shit out
Yeah.
of me,
She
yo.
scares you.
She does
Yeah,
have a
man.
I like her.
bit of a face.
You can have her, man.
Because she's more like this.
Whatever. You can keep her away from me.
You know what?
Cool. It's another. Thank you, everybody. Another round table closing down. We'll turn to a square and we'll go back to regular programming.
And, I've stepped in
Ooh,
with Marcus J.
this is a rectangle.
Live from the Den,
Wow.
Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take our final break of the night. We're going to lead off our break by paying tribute to our sister who we lost over the weekend, Dr. Frances Cress Welding. She is a scholar. She is an educator. She is an orator. She is an author. She is someone who has written many books about African American studies, black people, our empowerment, and making sure that we know our power and our strength in this world, in this country, and in this life. We lost her over the weekend. For those folks who are familiar with her, then you already know. For those folks who don't, I would implore you to look up a book called The ISIS Papers. It's a book that I've had and read many times, over the years. So I implore you to check her out. But I want to shout out our sister, Dr. Frances Cress Welding. I want to say rest in power, our sister. We'll go to our final break of the night with a word from our sister. And when we come back, we got our rants, we got our closings, and we're going to get the hell on out of here. Marcus J and the crew, Big Rube, Mr. 3375, our sister S.Y. Butler, and her baby girl Kaz. Ain't no how to step with Marcus J. Be back in a few minutes.
But I remember, in the late civil rights era, parent had brought a child in and saying, these male children, it's always